The sponsor of this video is Manco.store, an amazing place for you to sell or buy in-game items for real cash. It supports multiple games like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, Rust or Dota 2. Great prices, low commissions and instant delivery. The link is in the description.
That guy's definitely cheating. This guy. Definitely fucking cheating. He's fake lagging and everything. It's so funny.
I'm about to use a crit bucket. I don't want to hear. He's fucking stalking me. Using his ESP. You're using ESP to find me every time.
Yo, admin, can we get a ban on this guy? He's cheating.
You're a closet cheater. Can you shut up?
That Magic is a closet cheater as well.
Now I just know you're trolling. Okay,
No, you're just actually stupid. Like, are you that stupid? There's a video called Casual TF2 in 2020 where he literally aim locks onto a pyro through a wall with the Huntsman.
So I'm just going to get straight into it. Venusian Rapper is a closet cheater. You might have heard of this name at one point or another, but in case you haven't, I'll give you a brief overview. Venusian Rapper is a small ex-Team Fortress 2 YouTuber who used to create TF2 related content for around 2 years. While most of his videos weren't doing that well, he somewhat managed to find his own niche with his TF2 Cringe series, where he'd make fun of some obnoxious individuals and of course cheaters. In fact, he started uploading videos about cheaters very frequently, often showing his big disrespect towards closet cheaters specifically, the ones who try to hide their cheats to not get caught. However, what would really make more people acknowledge Venusian Rapper's YouTube presence would be this video of his, where he tried to accuse a popular TF tuber, Fat Magic, of being a closet cheater too. As you might already know, this did not go well at all, and this same video would later represent the beginning of Venusian Rapper's continuous downfall. But ever since then, people still have not figured one of the many dirty secrets about Venusian, one case that has been remaining cold for a long time, up until now. Welcome everybody to a new episode of Hacker Police Archives. I'm Officer Vorovsky, and today we'll have a look at the case of Venusian Rapper, by far the most disgraceful and hypocritical cheater of Team Fortress 2. And before we jump into it, more than half of our viewers are still not subscribed to this channel, so if you will genuinely enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe for more content in the future. Let us begin. My very first suspicions, and as a result my first small investigation, happened back in April 2022. But we'll get back to it later in the video, because first I'd like to share some of the new evidence that was gathered recently, because it's a lot easier to explain. Previously I thought that Venusian only toggled his cheats against other cheaters, but how surprising was it for me to find out that he closetly cheated against normal players in his Arnold Schwarzenegger video. And the only thing that made me look into it was this comment from a very inspective viewer. So basically, Venusian utilized Wallhacks, or so-called ESP, while recording this video. The reason why we don't see his wallhacks is because cheaters can hide their cheat layouts in OBS with a feature called anti-OBS, so the video looks legit. Let's start with the moment at 51 minutes 58 seconds into the video.
No!
What happens here is Venusian sees the cart getting pushed through the point and he gets ready to shoot enemies on it. Then he turns around to check his backside, does not see anyone, and so he turns back. But then, almost as if he realized that he actually did see someone, he turns around again to shoot a soldier that rocket jumps his way. And after killing him, he keeps going to the right to take cover against the second soldier that is about to walk around the corner, and he starts shooting him almost instantly. The only reasonable explanation to why he knew about the first soldier would be him hearing a rocket jump sound. But there are so many other sounds in this clip, it is very messy. Even an experienced player would have had some hard time distinguishing a specific sound and knowing exactly where it was coming from. As for the pre-aim on the second soldier, there is no excuse at all. It is nothing else but wallhacks. If we check it again, he starts pre-aiming with his crosshair around here, where we can barely even see the rocket launcher. What a reaction. Next moment, 52 minutes 6 seconds.
I am behind him. I will hold them off for as long as I can.
Not much to explain here, it's just a very blatant pre-aim. 4 frames between where we see a tiny part of a minigun and where we see Venusian starting to shoot. 4 frames, or roughly 67 milliseconds reaction time. The same thing also happens at 51:48, where he pre-fires around the same corner. But unlike the previous clip, here we can see what happened seconds earlier, so we don't have context. Maybe in this one he somehow knew that the enemies were there, even though I highly doubt it. 53:25, same position, same pattern, but even more blatant now. Given the context that he didn't see or hear the soldier before, there is no doubt that I can see him through a wall, and so he pre-fires him. Not pre-aims anymore, pre-fires. And there is more. After killing the soldier, he keeps the gun revved up and starts shooting a scout that's running in next. 8 frames, or 133 milliseconds before he starts shooting, while he's talking at the same time. And the final clip from the commenter, 54 minutes 12 seconds. Let's slow it down. Despite Venusian seeing bullet tracers coming from the enemy heavy, his crosshair starts going up and tracking the soldier before we even see him, and here he's already shooting that soldier. It feels like Venusian gave up at this point because this is very embarrassing. As you can notice, all these moments are happening closer to the end of the video, and as I assume, the reason to him going this blatant by the end is him running into a cheater earlier, at 46:15.
That guy's definitely cheating. This guy. Yeah, he's definitely cheating.
So that was a fucking lie.
But despite that cheater getting kicked, Venusian never toggled his cheats off and stopped being cautious, which gave him away. Still, I am pretty concerned that he used Wallhacks before running into that cheater, even though a lot more carefully. For example, at 1911, he, as a heavy, pre-fires an enemy sniper across the map. Even though this is the most common sniper position on this map, he still cannot see that sniper, but starts shooting him before he peeks. 28:40. He sees his teammate Pyro fighting someone on the card as well as the enemy team pushing it. What would you do in this situation? Shoot them all, right? Well, Venusian prefers to aim to the left instead, and surely there is a spy. But hey, maybe it's just a coincidence. 35:10. He completely ignores this demo man that is shooting him and instead waits for an enemy heavy to walk around the corner. And only after killing him, he moves to that demo man. Interesting decisions, huh? There are many more suspicious moments from this one video, but I don't think there is any point in showing them all, since it should be clear by now that Venusian Rapper is a confirmed ESP user. But is it only Wallhacks, or did he use something else? Yeah, he did. He used Triggerbot in some of his sniper videos. Funny enough, one of the videos where he used it is the one called TF2 Cringe Closet Skyle Cheaters. He closetly cheated in a video where he tried to expose and trash talk other cheaters. The hypocrisy starts hitting hard, doesn't it? This is exactly that one video that made me raise my eyebrows back in April. The video that began it all. Triggerbot. A very slippery topic to discuss, since it's quite difficult to prove when someone uses Triggerbot due to the way it works. That is why, in the next part of my video, I will try to break everything down in as much detail as it is possible. I know for a fact that it's Triggerbot in Venusian's video, but will you agree with the provided evidence? Well, it's only for you to decide. Let me quickly remind you what Triggerbot does. This cheat does not adjust your aim, it does not lock on anything. It simply clicks mouse button for you when your crosshair gets on an enemy's hitbox. Nothing else. There are some adjustments that cheaters can do, like making Triggerbot headshot only or body shot as well. There is a configurable Triggerbot delay, so the cheat does not shoot instantly, and cheaters will have to keep their crosshairs on targets for a bit longer for the cheat to shoot. There is also a possibility to toggle Triggerbot on and off with the binary key to not accidentally pre-fire someone to avoid suspicions. So how to spot Triggerbot? Despite this cheat being very sneaky and legit looking, it still screws with the cheater's mouse movement and his in-game decisions in a certain way. And it is absolutely crucial for you, my dear viewers, to understand the logic behind it. To spot a Triggerbot user, we need to think like one. Here's an example of some newbie cheater using a free mailbox Triggerbot. Since this is not an experienced cheater, it is fairly easy to spot what exactly feels off about his aiming. It feels like he's trying to sort of catch the head hitbox every time. He does not flick, he does not track naturally either, he tries to aim around enemies' heads so his Triggerbot finally shoots them. This moment is a perfect example of a Triggerbot failure. He goes to the left across the sniper's head, but the cheat does not shoot for whatever reason, and so he goes back to the right for it to work. While a legitimate sniper most likely would have only flicked to the left and taken a shot no matter what, because of the human factor. That's how 90% of snipers play this game. They tend to go for shots that they're not sure they will hit. Look at how hard he's trying to get a headshot on the soldier. Even though some new players might possibly aim in a similar way, they would have at least tried to take their shots anyway. But there is no way they would have hit something like this. Or this. These kills are very blatant. Now let's check the footage of a very competent Triggerbot user, JakeFrost95. As you can see, it is a lot harder to spot if he's using any assistance. That's because he's been playing with Triggerbot for a long while and he knows how to hide it better. But even so, we still can find moments that showcase the nature of the Triggerbot aim. This clip, for instance. He flicks to the right but does not shoot this heavy. He only does it later, which is very weird because who flicks without shooting? This one is a very good example. Look at how hungry he is for that sniper's head hitbox, how awkwardly he's trying to catch it for his Triggerbot. Just like the newbie cheater from before, they're both waiting for their Triggerbots to shoot instead of shooting themselves. This one also shows it well. Why not shooting that demo man straight away? What is he waiting for? Why does he only shoot him here? Seems like someone forgot to press his Triggerbot key. Here's a perfect example of how Triggerbot can screw you up and why you don't want it to be active all the time. It accidentally shoots someone Jake Frost does not see because his Triggerbot key is pressed. And the last one. Once again, the cheater is trying to catch that soldier's head hitbox, even flicks right here, without shooting. These failures can happen for several reasons. Maybe Triggerbot did not work in time due to the delay, maybe the Triggerbot key was not pressed, or maybe the cheat simply didn't find a hitbox to shoot. But what's really important here is that it all leads to any Triggerbot cheaters making same mistakes. They start desperately moving their mouse around, they flick without ever taking their shots, or they shoot someone by an accident. And this is exactly what we should look for in Venusian Rapper's video. 2 minutes 51 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, man. Come on.
Let's do a detailed breakdown of this whole clip because there are many things that are just wrong. So Venusian is focusing this sniper, he only cares about killing him. First off, he flicks down trying to hit that sniper but does not shoot because presumably his Triggerbot didn't work. So he keeps aiming and shoots manually here. Then he does this weird mouse motion but does not shoot yet another time. And a little later, while waiting for the sniper to pick, he instantly body shots this medic that falls into his crosshair. And even after killing this medic, this is pretty funny, he still tries to aim at that sniper. Who keeps aiming at someone else after killing an enemy? So 2 weird flicks without shooting, accidentally killing a medic that fell into the crosshair because it definitely was not planned, continuing to aim at a sniper after killing that medic. As for me, this is a clear Triggerbot pattern. Next clip, 8 minutes 4 seconds.
Mochi's using ESP.
He scopes in, sees a pyro, but suddenly starts moving his crosshair up. I wonder what's gonna happen. That's right, there will be an enemy sniper. And instead of at least trying to shoot him, Venusian does this mouse movement and never takes his shot. Man, it's still ridiculous how he talks about someone using ESP in this same clip. 10 minutes 28 seconds. This is a possible Triggerbot instance. Hard to say for sure, but definitely feels like it. He's moving his mouse around trying to find that head hitbox. Now my personal favorite. This one is so good. 1324.
Fat Magic is a closet cheater as well. It's very obvious if you watch his recordings.
Okay, okay now.
While Venusian is talking about Fat Magic cheating, he does one of the nastiest Triggerbot failures. He flicks on this engineer, but the thing is, someone else kills him, so his Triggerbot does not shoot. Another flick without shooting for Venusian. 15-15.
Yeah, because those countries are run by else.
And again, he flicks without shooting. This Triggerbot failure, in fact, is so obvious that it even made some random guy leave a comment. This same commenter mentioned another moment at 1622. And oh boy, is this something else. This might be the best proof of Venusian using Triggerbot. A little context. Here, Venusian is waiting for an enemy sniper that's chilling around this corner. We can't see him yet, but he's there, and Venusian knows he's there. He's the same sniper from before that made Venusian accidentally kill a medic. So, let's see what's about to happen. At normal speed, it does not look any weird, just a normal flick shot on the engine, right? But let's slow it down. He's waiting for that sniper, he wants him so much, so his Triggerbot key is pressed. But all of a sudden, a random wild engineer is riding out of nowhere into his crosshair, and oh no, Venusian's Triggerbot shoots the poor guy. It shoots him before Venusian reacts himself and does a flick. I mean, come on, bro, how did you leave this in your video? No, think about it. This whole video is mainly about a sniper that Venusian believed to be a cheater. By the way, I don't think he's a cheater, but who cares? Imagine now, in a try to expose that sniper of cheating, Venusian instead gets exposed himself by the same sniper that made him accidentally shoot other players with his Triggerbot. This is mind-blowing, isn't it? Isn't it mind-blowing? Let's move on. So he shoots an engineer, then keeps waiting, and of course sooner he finally kills the sniper with an insane reaction shot. Who would have thought? I've just noticed that the same happened with the pyro earlier. Venusian also accidentally shot this pyro with his Triggerbot and only did a flick afterwards. And finally, 1748. This medic is in his sight for so long, not even mentioning Venusian's weird mouse movement again, but where did his reaction from the previous clip go? Why did it take so long to shoot a medic that was sitting still? Who knows, people? Who knows? These are all the clips from his Kyle video that I decided to use, and again, there is more suspicious stuff, but it's not as good in my opinion. And now, let's move to the third video where Venusian Rapper was spotted cheating. Even though he might have cheated in more of his videos, I think 3 should be more than enough. It is Sniper Main versus 3 cheaters. In this one, he decided to speedrun the Triggerbot failure challenge, and succeeded because it's only 7 seconds into the video. Clicks above the scout's head and does not shoot. Absolutely same pattern as in his previous video. So here he starts cheating before running into other cheaters that he mentioned in the title, which proves once more that he does not toggle on cheaters. He cheats casually. Next clip, 3 minutes 10 seconds. This one is so blatant. I don't think that I even need to explain it anymore. Oh, and who are you aiming at, man? Who are you waiting for? Oh, a pyro. A cheated pyro that you're focusing this whole video. I mean, I already proved that Venusian uses ESP, but this one is just too obvious. 4 minutes 24 seconds. Look at how he ignores this demo man. He does not even try to aim at him at all. Instead, he waits for the same cheater pyro to run in and shoots him. Another clear Wallhacks instance. 4:49. Another flick without shooting. This is like, I don't know, 10th already? 10th no-shot flick? I've lost count at this point. 6 minutes 15 seconds. Yeah, I'll be aiming over here, but despite seeing an enemy heavy about to walk in, I'll pre-aim up the stairs to kill a cheating pirate that I didn't even see. This is definitely not suspicious at all, so I'll leave this in a video. And the last clip from this third video, which is one of the most obvious examples of Triggerbot usage. 7 minutes 52 seconds. No one aims like this. No one keeps aiming after taking a blind drive-by shot, after clicking mouse 1 button. Okay, everybody. This is almost all the evidence that we prepared for you. At least from 3 videos of his. And now, let's get to the final piece. Something extra spicy. So, a few days ago, I announced this video that you're watching right now in my YouTube community tab. I didn't mention who it would be about, but expectedly Venusian Rapper left a comment pretty quickly. Since people started realizing what was about to happen, some of them left a few comments on his recent videos accusing him of cheating. And this is what Venusian had to say. Not much to think about if I don't cheat in my videos, but nice try. The next day, he uploaded a video on a new game that has been playing lately, Dom versus Cheater.
No, that dude's cheating. That dude's 100% cheating. Yeah, get fucked, you cheating. He's mad I fucking killed him. It's like, why cheat if you're just trash, you know?
While still keeping to mock other cheaters, he asked the question, how am I cheating if not in my videos? Because some salty low IQ Russian said so? Well, Venusian, to answer your question, I think it is just the right time to reveal your old Steam account. Yes, my guy. Why did you abandon this one, I wonder? What could be the reason to you creating a new one? Oh. Multiple VAC bans and multiple game bans. Oh shit. Yes, people, Venusian Rapper has been playing TF2 for a lot longer than anybody could have ever expected. He started playing this game back in 2013, almost 10 years ago. And he started cheating back then as well, since this old account of his got VAC banned in 2016. Venusian Rapper has always been a closet cheater. Not only a TF2 cheater even, as it is now confirmed by multiple bans. But what's crazier, so much crazier, is that he had a TF2 inventory worth more than $5,000. 5k bucks of Team Fortress 2 items that this pathetic loser got stuck on his VAC banned account forever. And as we just figured, this person is not someone who learns his lessons, since his current Steam account already has a $1k TF2 inventory, but he continues to cheat. Here is Venusian's video of him bragging about once dominating a popular professional TF2 player, Benny.
You're the biggest disgrace. Not everybody who beats you is cheating, dude. Go get a therapist to work on that attitude.
I think you kind of forgot to mention in your video that the source of this screenshot is your VAC banned account, you fucking ape. This screenshot of him dominating Benny was taken on his old Steam account in January 2016. And Venusian got VAC banned a few months later, at the end of April 2016, which is exactly when a huge VAC ban wave happened. And 6 years later, 6 years. In 2022, he still decided to put the screenshot into his video, trying to make it seem that he has never cheated and that someone else is a bad person instead. It is one of the countless examples of how this piece of shit has been gaslighting all his fans during past 2 years, only to get a little bit of clout in a Team Fortress 2 community. And this is a person who makes fun of other cheaters and players. A person who tried to accuse Fat Magic of being a closet cheater and still believes he was right despite all of the evidence was fully confirmed to be false. A person who has been non-stop lying to everyone watching his videos. A person who once stated that he has atoned for his sins, which makes us raise some questions. Since the cheating in computer game sin is definitely not atoned, what are the other sins that he was talking about? What is up with this Venusian's confession and physically abusing his ex-girlfriend that he would later backpedal on and make it look like an epic troll? Why were his 2 Twitter accounts banned? Which creepy allegations made him get banned from a Discord server of a popular artist? We've got the answers to all of these questions, but they will be revealed in the next video about this individual. Everything that he does in games is only the very tip of an iceberg that goes deep down into the ocean. Our next video on Venusian Rapper will be a lot more serious and dark. But for now, this will be it for today's episode of Hacker Police Archives. Special thanks to GoTwin, a guy who helped me with my Fat Magic video before, and this time he did an insane job in teaching me on how to spot Triggerbot and in finding clips. Thanks a lot, bro. And thanks to Midnight, who also helped me with finding some more evidence. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and comment, and of course subscribe for more content in the future. It was me, Officer Vorovsky. Have a great day, y'all, and always remember, cheating is for pussies. Peace.